What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's caught. It's Dozier. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ryan. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Roberts. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. BYU has this offense clicking. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hagan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Starting to feel a little pressure. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Ryan. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BYU!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the single back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Corralled and brought down by the defense. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, better look out. He's loose. Lots of running room. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And right down the middle. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fair catch called for and made. So first down here as they go back to work. Going right to work up top. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big...
He's got it down the left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He might want another play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Handoff to the low back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Complete out of the backfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep this.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Strowman. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Grab behind the line. It's Dozier. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're good.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Got it in the middle. It's Hagan. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They just keep firing. Finds the tight end. Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught near the sideline, it's Roberts. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's got the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
At the 35, he's open. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, BYU.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Retzlaff. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bringing the heat. Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Flips it out on the screen. Oh, a lot of space. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Retzlaff. It's complete to the right. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Washington State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Cougs ever do that? One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Rifles it down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
BYU 24, App State 10.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Caught behind the line. It's Hagan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. On the ground, it's Martin. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the 1st down, now a decision to be made. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But
it's a seam wide open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Grab near the marker, it's Ryan. Touchdown Cougars! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a... more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Runs through the tackle. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. A strike downfield.
And they... Big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Martin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work